Hey everybody, it's your favorite girl, Tyler Nicole Taylor, TNT if you love me. And welcome back. Yeah, I know I have on the same top and all that from my introduction video because hello, it's the same day. What else? But I wanted to actually get into this topic right here because I think it's important. It's labels, right? Labels, and why I personally need them. Okay? Alright. People always tend to act like labeling things is such a bad thing, but I mean, I don't know about you, but I like to know the difference between sugar and salt. They look the same, so I'm gonna need a label. Somebody needs to tell me what's going on, right? Well, that's how I feel about relationships a lot of times. When I'm dealing with someone, when it gets to a certain point, yes, I want to know, what are we doing? What's so bad about that question? I don't understand why that's such a terrible question and guys get so nervous about that. I mean, what is there to be nervous about? I think you can be honest and say what your intentions are. Like, what's wrong with that? Yeah, I might not be on the same page as you, but hey, let's keep it moving. Let's not waste each other's freaking time and add stress to your life for what? Like, come on, let's know where we're going with this. There's nothing wrong with that. So, anyhow, labels. I like labels because, and when I say labels, I'm not talking like Gucci, Fendi. No, we're talking about relationship labels specifically. Like, hey, are we just talking? Are we just smashing? Are we boyfriend and girlfriend? Like, what are we doing with this, right? What's wrong with that? So those are the labels I'm talking about. And here's the reason why. If we're just talking, well, to me, that means it's free for all. That means you can continue to talk to other people, as will I. And I'm going to continue to go out on dates with other people because we're just talking and we're getting to know each other and we're not putting any pressure on the situation. Cool, fine. But you can't get upset that today ain't your day to hang out with me. Like, that's just what it is, and vice versa. So, unless we planned to kick it, and especially if we made these plans prior to, days before, or a week in advance, and you then decide to do some impromptu-ish, that happened before, but that's a whole nother story, and we'll get to that later on down the road, okay? But you do something foolish like that, guess what? Yeah, I'm gonna light that ass up, because that's just the kind of person I am. Like, I allotted this time for you, and then you just decided that you didn't care about my time, or you didn't care to even inform me. Yeah, now that's when there's a problem. But like I said, that's a whole nother thing that has nothing to do with labels. But, because I'm like that even with my friends, so sorry friends. Anyway, but yeah, and then if it's like, if we're just smashing, obviously, I don't want to talk relationship stuff with you. Like, we are not going to be together. Smashing, aka friends with benefits, whatever. Like, we're not going to talk about longevity and having kids, and that's doing too much. If we just smashing, that's it. That's what we're doing, okay? We can laugh and we can joke. We can even kick it every now and again. But just know that it better end with some smashing if that's what the heck we supposed to be doing. Right? Right. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Oh, was that like, am I fast? Am I a hoe for that? I don't think so. I think it's just a grown-up thing to say. Like, we're adults here, right? Well, I would hope the people that's agreeing with me are adults. I don't want to hear no little kids out there trying to do this. Oh, God. Anyway, I digress. Okay, so we can move right on to the next label, which is, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, being in a relationship. Now, if we have a monogamous agreement and you are my man, guess what? Yes, there's certain responsibilities that go along with all of that, and certain expectations that go along with all of that. And I don't understand what the big deal about expectations are either. Like, when you go to work, you expect to get paid, right? Okay. If you my man, I expect you to treat me with respect. I expect you to make sure that I'm considered one of your priorities. What is wrong with that? That is like, why do people act like that's such a crazy thing? I don't know. Anyhow, one of the other like biggest reasons why labels are so important to me specifically is that it allows me to know what amounts of feelings to allot to a certain situation, because if we just cooling and we just talking or we just smashing, that's a lot more carefree, and I'm not going to invest a lot of myself emotionally into the situation. Now, I can care for the person. That's two different things. I can care for the person and care for their well-being and things of that nature, but as far as our situation, our me and you thing, I'm not going to invest a lot of emotion and time and thought process into it, because it's just like a fly-by-night. It could end at any moment type of situation as far as I'm concerned. If we're just talking, we could be not talking in 2 days and I could never hear from you again, or you could never hear from me again. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time thinking on it, investing in it, and that's why I need labels, because to me, I'd rather focus my energy where it belongs. And the best way to do that is to determine what is what, right? So, hello, that's where labels come in handy. Like, they're helpful. What is wrong with that? I really wish people would stop putting such a negative stigma on labels and relationships. Like, relationships can be beautiful if they're done correctly. And I mean, if everybody is putting forth the same effort and feeling into it, it's even better, right? Well, I need to know what this is in order to determine how much effort to put into it. That's just the kind of person I am. So I don't know, you guys, you tell me. Like, are you into labels? Why and why not? And I mean, hey, do you think I'm crazy because this is how I roll? I don't know. Gotta remember, I am still single, so maybe there's something to that. But anyway, until next time, we're gonna talk about so many cool things, and I have a cool treat coming up for you later on this year. I just hope that you rock with me, you subscribe, you like my videos, you turn on your notifications, tell your friends, share, whatever. I really hope you're rocking with me, because I got some goody good coming at the end of the year. Well, not the very end, but later on in the year. And yeah, some awesome content. But anyhow, until next time, I will holla at you. And don't forget to comment. Let me know what you think. Let's have a discussion. All right, y'all. Bye.